welcome everybody back again with another episode. We're missing one person. We got most of the crew here: Mir, Aaron, and Nick. How was your week and your weekend?
I guess I'll go first. I mean, it's look, it's all been fun and games when work has just been kind of taking over your life. So really haven't been able to really enjoy a lot of games content, but just hanging in there for the most part. I did get around to playing Armored Core, so that's yeah.
Oh, how's that going?
It's fun. I like it. I mean, I've never played a mecha game before, but this was definitely probably one of the best ones. Just getting into mecha games, of course, but it's still hard. Of course, just because it's a mecha game from software doesn't mean that it's not going to be difficult. That first actual boss, I don't know if anybody else kind of went through that, but I got murdered probably like 4 or 5 times already in the process.
Jeez. So, you shouldn't expect anything less than that.
But I just thought because we're dipping into a new set, like it's not a new setting, but like at least we're doing something different other ways. Like it's striving away from the actual traditional from software games. So I thought it was going to be a little easier, and I was like, oh, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, no, they don't give a shit. They don't care about our feelings.
They don't. That's
what
been
about
me.
you? Yeah, what about you, Aaron?
My weekend was cool. I can't really complain. Been good. I didn't really do nothing but just work out, the boxing gym, and played the game. I've been trying to find a game to stick with, but right now I'm kind of just playing through BioShock, the first BioShock again.
Yeah,
remaster.
Yeah, remaster. I mean, on the Switch, is it really remastered? Probably not. It's not the same. Which one?
See, but in this case, Aaron, the original would probably be better than the remaster, though, because the originals they have online, isn't that the thing? Part 2.
Yeah. I do know that. I do know Part 2 doesn't have on. The Part 2 remaster doesn't have online for some reason. I don't know why that's the case, but the original, in that case, the original will be better, honestly. Yeah. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a lot longer of a game than I thought it was going to be. But
is this your first time playing it?
This is my first time playing BioShock 1. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're so good.
I know. I'm playing it right now. It's pretty good on the Switch. It was at $30. I would have been better getting it on PC, but it was like $5 on Switch. So I don't want to spend money.
With the cheap, right?
Yeah. So I went the cheap route. But I like it. It's a good game. I definitely fuck with it. I'm moving on to BioShock 2 hopefully tonight. By the time I get done Diablo. So and looking forward to it. My weekend was cool. So far so good. Trolling people, and that's about it.
Gotcha. And Mir, how was your weekend, man?
It's chilling. I was off this weekend, so I was pretty much just relaxing.
Nice.
Just been playing Overwatch 2, the new season. I've been fucking with the new season.
Giving Call of Duty a break?
Nah, I've been playing Call of Duty. Yeah, I've been playing Call of Duty too. So yeah.
All right. My weekend is just been busy. I had my daughter the whole weekend, and didn't really get a chance to play any games or anything. Just doing house stuff and working. If not working, I got to deal with take care of my kids and stuff. So that's pretty much it. So we're gonna get into the topics. The first one that we're gonna start with is the PlayStation Portal. Do you guys think it's just another Wii U?
Hold on. I gotta look at the specs for it fully. I saw it.
That doesn't even make any sense, though.
But that's what people on Twitter are saying.
That's what people like from Aaron saying. That's what people on Twitter are saying.
Yeah,
I have been seeing it a lot on Instagram too.
Yeah, but if you think about it, they already showed that it's not nowhere near like a whole system. It all it is just like a straight link to the PlayStation 5.
Right, you have to still be in the vicinity of the PS5, right?
So,
like you can't leave.
No, you don't have to be in the vicinity. So you can be. You don't have to be on the same network as the PlayStation. As long as you just have 2 strong connections wherever the PlayStation is and wherever you are with the system,
right?
Then it should automatically link, and you should get every detail, every like from the DualSense, every function, everything should be just like if you were playing it on your TV at home.
Yeah, they it's essentially a streaming device, so to speak. you have to be connected to like a really good internet connection.
Mhm.
So no McDonald's Wi-Fi. So that thing will be running like an N64 game. So
no,
we'll have to do
no
that.
Starbucks.
Yeah, definitely no Starbucks, no McDonald's,
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no 5 Milo Wi-Fi, no nothing else. It has to be. I think they said 5G internet or above.
Woo!
And I think
God,
I think they said I forgot what the other one was, but 5G just for it to like run stable enough. You probably gotta have even higher for it to run perfectly.
It still has a 3.5 millimeter in audio jack for the wired headphones.
Yeah, there's no Bluetooth on it.
There's no Bluetooth on it. Yeah.
And that's ridiculous because I don't know why that would be the case.
I don't get it.
But I think it's clearly meant to be a partner system to a PS5. This is if you wanted to have the PS5 on the go, and it's definitely more like a luxury device if anything. Like you're going to have a pretty good stable internet connection. Maybe you're paying to have like a pretty good hotspot from AT&T that's really good. So you pull that out and pull your PlayStation Portal out and you play it and all that stuff. It's pretty much
this is $200, right?
Yeah, it's $200.
Yep.
Did they say what kind of screen it's going to have?
1080p, 60
it's just
frames.
An LCD. It's just a regular screen, nothing crazy.
Yeah,
1080p,
60 frames. That's all you're getting. I'm looking at the specs right now for it.
Okay.
No quad LED, none of that.
It
none
says
of that
a vibrant 8-inch LCD.
Well, I expect that.
Yeah,
because it's not running the games native, so there'd be no reason for it to go below 60.
Right.
So it had better keep the frames at 60. Like what? You're streaming the damn thing.
Right.
But I feel like this is like a half step to like Sony kind of entering the portable space somewhere. They clearly think that portable, at least from their fan base, what their fan base said, that they don't want a portable console. So like but they still want to enter the portable space because they see the money there's money to be made there. Clearly the Switch, how they did, and clearly the Steam Deck is doing really good. There's clearly money to be made there. But I guess they don't know how to like fully put both of their shoes in that space. So they're just gonna start with this little half step right here.
Yeah, I see it as just another accessory.
Yeah, it's
Basically.
definitely an accessory.
It's just another accessory because, like the idea that you said earlier, you could just go to like the T-Mobile store, or AT&T or something, and get a specific hotspot that you'll carry with that system all the time.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Y'all tripping, bro. That's not gonna work, bro.
It's not. Bro, you want that,
bro? Y'all tripping, bro.
If you get a fully functional hotspot that's the highest of the highest,
Danny, I'm telling you, bro. Bro, I used to work at phones, bro. We used to sell them. Those shits are not worth it, bro. They're returnable every time. They're not good for streaming like hard content. Like, yeah, if you need something to like stream your iPad or play with your computer or something, that's fine. But when you're talking about like playing an actual game on those hotspots, even your phone hotspot is not the way. That's not something you do.
Yeah, the phone hotspot's a no-no.
Like
the phone hotspot is definitely a no-no. I mean,
I feel like bro, to be completely honest, bro, like I don't even know what PlayStation games do you need to play on the go?
You'd be surprised. Hold on, let's not act like we didn't have PSPs and PS Vitas before.
But you're missing the point, though, Aaron. What PS5 games do you need to play on the go?
Resident Evil 4. I would love to play that on the go.
But you could be home and doing that.
Shit on the Switch, like
no, Resident Evil 4 remake.
I guess if
that's not.
I guess if you could say like Fortnite and stuff like, if you're talking about exclusively PS5 games,
you could play.
Yeah, we're talking about
Fortnite on the Switch.
PS5
games. Yeah, there's not a lot.
So you're going to spend $200 to play the shit on the go? Like that's dumb. Like it's not even going to be It's not even going to be the full. Like it's going to be downscaled. You're definitely going to have some frame drops. Like it's a streamed version of Resident Evil 4. That'd be the dumbest purchase ever. And mind you, I said PlayStation specifically, and you say Resident Evil 4.
Hold up, wait, but is
that
not a PS5 game? Is that not a PS5 game?
It's on Xbox. It's on PC as well. But I'm saying when you're trying to get this PlayStation Portal, I feel like PS5 doesn't even have any games to warrant the portableness.
Hold on, wait a minute. I thought God of War.
Listen, but you could.
I don't want to play that shit on the go though, bro.
You on some bullshit. You know you're going to.
Like
I will agree with
that's
that.
what the Steam Deck is.
Yeah,
for.
I got the Steam Deck and I'm
bro,
playing the fucking games natively perfectly fine.
Why the fuck would I spend $200 to stream God of War?
Yeah, for me personally,
when I could spend $60 on it.
For me personally, I would not like go this route for this thing because I already have a Steam Deck and I'm playing perfectly. If I'm out doing something, I'm out to be busy doing something. You know, I'm not gonna be sitting there playing games or anything. I don't even take my Steam Deck out. Like I play it at home unless I really want to take it out with me. But other than that, I play my PS5 at home straight off the TV with no frame skips or nothing.
And save $200.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. But like, this is like, you're getting the definitive, maybe not the definitive, but like on the perfect day with no clouds in the sky and perfect internet around, no McDonald's in sight, no other kids screaming anything. On the perfect day, you're getting like probably like the best console experience you've ever had in a handheld function. That's
bullshit. I don't even trust Sony, bro. Like all the games that they have on PlayStation now run like shit. All those streamable games, they're horrible.
I wonder,
but that's because you don't play on wired. You play Wi-Fi. Come on now, man.
I do play on wired, and they still run like shit.
Yeah, they do.
I wonder, you were saying that.
No, I wonder if this would be an opportunity for them to, you know, make exclusive games for this thing, because like Mir's right. I mean, it's kind of a dumb purchase, right? I mean, most of the things that you're going to be able to play on there, you know, you're not getting the full experience. You know, you're not going to be able to have Wi-Fi every single where that you go. So I don't know what the angle was for this thing. And the price point is, I mean, the price point is it's neck and neck, right? Like, it is a lot of money for sure. But I just don't understand what was the purpose of this being made. You're just paying $200 for a new controller that's split in half and a small TV. I think the headphones are pretty cool though. Yeah, but I will agree with that. Completely different.
Yeah. I mean, it's meant to be a luxury device, if anything.
I don't see that being
a luxury device.
Yes.
I mean, somewhat it is. I'm like, you know, you're not playing games natively off the thing. It's like a companion device, you know? I mean, I'm not taking up for the damn thing, honestly. I'm not buying it. You know, I don't have a PS5.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're missing the prerequisite already.
There's nothing in the system that'll let anything be played natively. It's strictly just to be streamed.
Yeah.
You can't have games specifically for it because it's basically just a screen that has Wi-Fi. That's it.
I wish somebody would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy this shit so I can play Mortal Kombat 1 on the go." Get the fuck out of here.
They're gonna get their ass beat from all the fucking.
They're gonna have the lag from the Wi-Fi plus the lag from the actual device trying to get the laggy Wi-Fi.
Bro, I can't. I don't know what else they're gonna come up with. Like,
it looks just like the PSP battery too. Like, you can see the display. It has like the three little bars, the three little battery bars.
So from what I read and heard of, they haven't announced like what the battery life is yet because they're still testing it.
Right.
But it shouldn't drain too much battery because it's not
just
native. It's not native, so it's just a screen with a remote attached to it.
It's so weird that the PS5 controller is like, it looks so weird.
That controller is probably going to die just as much as the other controllers.
I was about to say, because like the other ones are known for dying extremely fast. You only get like probably like 2-3 hours in.
I get like 2.5 hours, something like that.
That's insane. I mean, I don't know where the comparison to the Wii U is happening in this. I think Nintendo fanboys just want to be assholes.
I think they just needed something to talk about.
Yeah, I think they just needed something to talk about. I don't see where in the hell this thing even like compares to the Wii U in any way. It's not comparing about, like, you know, the Wii U clearly was like, it's not meant to be a companion device. It was literally the controller. That's what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so why they're comparing this thing? I'm not lying. I see this all on Twitter. They're just talking about, it's Sony's Wii U. They're always copying Nintendo. I don't get how this is the Wii U at all, but I guess. But you know, I guess, yeah. Well, you know, clearly none of us is gonna buy it for now. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we're gonna buy it.
I'm confused on how they're talking about comparisons to the Wii U when this shit still outperforms the Switch.
I mean,
Well, I mean, it's just a screen again. It's not outperforming anything because it's just taken from the PlayStation.
Yeah, but Sony invested the specs for this shit to already have better standards than what the damn Switch has. So Nintendo fanboys can sit back.
Everything is better than the performance of the Switch.
They can sit the fuck back.
I mean, I agree.
Phones today play better than the Switch. Honestly.
They do. But hey, hold up. No Switch bashing. All right. No,
I'm just saying. That's just facts. We're not facts. I don't see the Switch pushing out 120 frames. So.
Oh, come on now! Look at them phone games you playing though, man. What any of them compares to like?
I mean, I'm not personally playing any phone games. I mean, there's Genshin Impact for one thing, plays a hell of a lot better. 120 frames on that.
Bro, Genshin Impact was announced for Switch like 5 years ago, and it still didn't come out.
Bro, it's not happening.
It's not happening.
Just the Switch is not powerful enough.
It is.
No, it's not.
It can easily get that game to run.
It can't.
Bro,
you're losing.
They can't.
You're losing texture, shadows,
especially the multiplayer feature. They can't.
They got Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch and Mortal Kombat 1. Are you serious?
But those aren't as demanding though.
Graphically, they are.
No, it's not open world, dude.
But graphically, they are.
You can downscale the resolution and be fine.
No, you gotta do a lot more.
You have to do much more. You have to do much more with Genshin Impact compared to Mortal Kombat.
It's way too open, Genshin Impact. There's a lot of shit.
What's your three?
Yeah, I mean, mind you, bro, CD Projekt Red got 2 fucking games. What else they got to work on?
No, that's not the point. Whatever.
I mean, yeah,
they put their blood, sweat, and tears into trying to make that fucking port work.
Yeah, they got it working, but it's still kind of shitty though.
It's not the ideal way to play.
It's not. Game. Yeah, it's not the way you want to play. I'd rather play it on my Steam Deck or the PlayStation.
Right.
Not Switch.
Hey man.
Let me guess. That was the first time you played The Witcher 3, huh?
Yeah, damn sure it was. Stop lying.
I played it on PS4 on a console.
Nah, you played that shit on the Switch.
You wouldn't find me dead in an alleyway in South Philly playing that damn thing.
Nah, you went to the midnight alleyway.
You wouldn't do that.
All right,
that's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on it. I mean, it looks like a nice little device. Clearly, it's a companion device. I still say it's a luxury because you're going to have a good hotspot. According to Mir, no phone company sells them damn things to be that good. So
yeah, you're gonna end up having to stay at home just in another room playing that shit.
Yeah. So real quick, because I forget, is the PSVR 2, is that technically streaming or the game's native on that?
No, the game's native because it's plugged in. Yeah, it's native.
The game's native on that, I think.
And you can't plug this in to the PS5.
No. Nope. Will not work.
So that's why it's kind of like pointless.
I guess
kind of. Yeah. They're saying it's like if someone's watching TV, like on the TV where the PlayStation is, you can just play it on your handheld just like that while the other person's watching.
But does the PS5 have to be on?
It does. It turns on. It's so when you turn on the portal, it automatically turns on your PlayStation like if you were turning it on the TV.
Oh, so that makes it even shittier because now you wouldn't be able to use that shit for local play.
Right. I mean, for all that, I could just move the PS5 to another fucking room and just play it.
Well, that's what they're trying. They're trying to eliminate that, I think.
Right.
I'm not sure. I really don't give a shit. I'm not getting it.
Right. I was about to say, they're doing a shitty example of like trying to eliminate that then, I guess.
Again, it's just another accessory. But all right, so we're gonna move on to the next one. Now, this one's I think Aaron's gonna want to talk about more of this one. Microsoft drops the system. Was it parity?
Yeah, parity.
Parity. Games are no longer have to be equal on Xbox Series S and X. So I want to elaborate on that, Aaron.
Yeah. So Baldur's Gate 3. I'm sure y'all all know about that, right? Baldur's Gate 3, the game you fucking beer and all that shit. Baldur's Gate 3 is coming to the Xbox Series X, but I believe the game has split screen, but it won't have split screen on Series S because they aren't able to do it or some crap like that. I don't know how y'all are able to do split screen on Series S, but it's kind of weird, honestly.
Wait. So this is coming so it's not an Xbox Series X exclusive?
No. Who told you that crap?
No, I was asking
No.
So Baldur's Gate is going to be on both of them.
It's going to be on both of them, but it will be missing features. It'll be missing features on the Series S. And
that's so dumb. What the fuck are they doing,
so
bro?
dumb. No, that's not the
Microsoft
only
is
game.
declining, bro.
Nah, bro. To be honest, I don't even. But who the fuck is gonna play that game in split screen?
I don't get that either. So why they're making a big deal out of this online is ridiculous.
Nah.
It's just Xbox haters at this point. But apparently, also the newest Naruto game, not Ninja Storm game,
Generations.
Yeah, will only run at 30 on Series S. Now, normally, Microsoft has a clause.
All right, bro. What the fuck is going on? Because when they announced this shit like 3 years ago, this shit was supposed to run Cyberpunk at 60 frames per second at 1440p. Now these motherfuckers can't even get games at 1080p at 60. What the fuck
Mirror, this is what we've been talking about since the beginning of time. They can't fucking get it right.
No, the thing, the Series S was originally made to be like next gen gaming, cheaper, right? And so
not that goddamn cheap.
For 3 fucking years. Cheap. Like,
and so it's just weird how that now.
And I thought the Series S was even supposed to go up to 120 frames, but it can. So then what's the problem? I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is the problem?
The Series S clearly isn't as strong as a PS5 or Series X. It's clearly not. But Microsoft had this thing with like, if it's coming out on Xbox Series X, it has to be equal to it completely on the Series S. But they're dropping that now for a lot of their games because like it doesn't mean apparently the Series S is holding back gaming apparently or holding back next gen gaming. I don't know how true that is. Honestly, I got to give your thoughts on that. I don't think it's holding back gaming per se. I just think that developers have to develop for like the worst case scenario, which is essentially the Switch in a lot of cases. The Switch would be the worst case scenario. But now a lot of games, yeah. But now a lot of games, the Switch is winding down. Isn't even getting like a lot of the next gen games. You know what I mean? It's just not. So now the worst common denominator would be the Series S why
they're not getting. You know why? Because all the devs they got early access to that Switch too. Whatever they did, Switch console, they got that shit now, and they working on that now.
But like that, you're right. They all probably are working on that now, but that doesn't change the fact that it's pretty much going to be weaker than like the other consoles. So it's probably gonna be no stronger than a Series S. Probably comparable to an Xbox One X in power. Probably, who knows?
But that's fine for a portable.
Well, from what you're saying, it sounds like that the Switch is going to be more right now is a little bit more powerful than the fucking Series S. They're losing features. What the fuck is happening?
Right.
The Switch is not more strong than a Series S. First of all, but
I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, I know. But it's just interesting to see Microsoft renege on that to a degree because, like, they said that if the features were on the Series X, it would be on the Series S. We're trying to keep console parity. We want them to be equal in all respects. And now they're giving you options in a fighting game to play only with 60 frames per second people. So it's just weird and all that stuff. And like, they normally require like per game, if it's coming on the Xbox, it has to run at the same resolution or at least close enough to or the same frame rate. But now they're dropping it for a lot of their games. That's just kind of weird, honestly. So I guess like the real question is, do you guys think the Series X Series S is holding back next gen gaming?
Where's the 60? Every fucking system's holding back next gen gaming.
Oh, what?
We got Redfall for an example, as I'm gonna keep using because they fucked up, and now we got Starfield saying they're doing 30 frames. What the fuck?
Right?
Yeah, that's facts. No, yeah, I agree.
What's happening? Yes, the Series S is supposed to be cheaper or whatever and less specs in it, but it should still to at least be able to play 60 frame games. That should be the minimum, like going forward since 2022, bro. Like there should be no problem having to put games at 60 at this point in time.
Or do you think some developers are just lazy? That could be it. It
could be laziness. It could be that they're being rushed to get shit done, and the people marketing and shit is forcing them to hurry up and get it done, so they can't put that code in yet.
Came out, when Baldur's Gate 3 when it came out, everyone was praising it for being, oh my god, it's so well done. It runs at the max settings. It's pretty much literally the perfect game and everything. You got developers coming out here talking about some, don't let that be the main thing. We can't do that all the time, so don't get too excited. And so that made me think that, maybe the Series S isn't holding back gaming. If developers coming out on Twitter talking about we can't do 60 frames because we're too lazy or whatever the fuck they were saying. So
listen, if y'all want my money, y'all got to start getting it together, man. Because if you think about it, like think about the PS4, right? How long did it take the PS4 to get 60 frames?
I mean, not long at all.
It was pretty long, bro, because we got the next system and some. And now they're recently
Eternal ran at 60 on PS4.
Not at first.
Yeah, bro, but that shit was like 3-4 years later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Street Fighter 5 ran at 60.
Bro, again, 2 fucking years later into the life cycle. Like,
I know,
like he's trying to fight
these motherfuckers. The way these shits be marketed, bro. Like when you got the PS5 box, that shit says 8K on there, and that's been the case since 2020. So I should be convinced that shit should run up to 8 fucking K.
Bro, we're gonna have the PS7 before we get 8K.
When you have a PS4 box and that shit say 60 hertz on there from back in 2013, I expect that shit to be 60 hertz. I don't want to. We gotta wait until we technically evolve to where we can make games capable of 60 FPS. Like Killzone Shadowfall, that was one of the best looking games that came out.
Yeah,
I don't think that was 60 FPS.
It wasn't. It was 30.
I think it was actually.
Nah, it was 30, man. I played the shit inside and out, and it was 30, bro.
How the hell would you play in Killzone?
Because Killzone at that time was
that shit was hot. Like,
what are you talking about, bro? Killzone was so good back then, and then it fell off.
It fell off?
Yeah, it fell off. Killzone died. I don't know what happened to it.
Man, I'm just not convinced. I don't think developers should have to be handicapped into developing for the lowest common denominator. But I mean, none of these games, with the exception of maybe, obviously, I guess Starfield now, I guess, will look like they could like really push or tax a system. You know what I mean? So the fact that like the Series S is like holding back certain Microsoft games or certain games in general just comes off as just, I mean, who knows, Like, are the developers lazy or?
I want to know who's telling the people, like who's running the show, telling the developers, oh, we want it at 30. We don't care for 60.
Well, they come up with these bullshit ass reasons talking about the fidelity. We wanted to capture a certain look to the game, so we kept it at 30 and all that stuff. Yeah, like Gotham Knights. Now, remember Gotham Knights? Like, why that was 30 when it looked like a PS4 game is beyond me. Honestly.
Exactly.
I don't know why that was the case. So, like,
wait, who made that? Who made that shit again?
Who did make it?
It wasn't Rocksteady, right?
It couldn't have been Rocksteady.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. Well, if it was Rocksteady, that's crazy.
It says developers, QLOC, WB Games, Montreal.
Okay. So it wasn't Rocksteady.
No.
All right. So, I mean, maybe they aren't as talented. Who knows? You know what I mean? But, like, if Microsoft, like, do you think Microsoft should, like, fully drop that? Like, should they really drop that whole system parity thing? Like, that way, maybe we can see what next gen truly is capable of. Maybe, apparently. I mean, to me, next gen seems pretty underwhelming to me. It's like diminishing returns. So, a Series S holding back, quote unquote, games don't seem that like truthful to me.
So Series S is supposed to be S for slim, right? Slimmer than the Xbox X.
No, it's just Microsoft's stupid way of naming things. Like it's smaller than a Series X, yes, but I don't know if that stands for slim.
Well, you know what I mean. Like it's supposed to be like a dumber down version. Now the PS5, they did it right. They made it all digital, made it cheaper, right? No disk drive, but they kept all the qualities the same.
Yeah.
Right. So why couldn't Microsoft do that shit? They just want to make things even cheaper. They said, "Fuck you guys. You want cheaper? I'll give you cheaper." And now they got to suffer with all this shit.
But bro, would you pay for it? And be honest, let your little Zelda hard on go or whatever. Would you pay for like a $400 Switch?
A $400? I did pay. It was like with taxes. It was like $400.
Oh, okay, my man. I put that dumbass OLED. Would you pay for a $600 Switch?
Not a $600 Switch.
What
system is $600? I
mean, technically the PS5 at the taxes.
Yeah, but with the taxes though, but not like initially.
Yeah, but like they was just thinking about my point is that they was thinking about your pocket. So like you got next gen essentially, right? Quote unquote next gen.
Sure, next gen.
You got next gen. you got next gen for a lower price point. And for a little bit, they didn't promise 4K. They said that no, it won't be 4K ready. It's not 4K on the system, but it did say up to 120 frames per second as far as performance goes. And I mean, I've seen there are some games that run at that, like Doom Eternal runs at that. Granted, that's a last gen game, so I'm not entirely sure that counts. But I'm just not convinced that developers are trying hard enough.
Yeah, I think we should just start counting like games that are strictly for the newer gen.
Oh, it's strictly for the newer gen. Okay.
That's the main problem there.
Well, Dead Space Remake ran at 30 on Series S, and that's strange.
Yeah, but isn't it for the older system as well?
No, and it's not. It's only for next gen consoles and PC. So like, why is running at 30 on Series S is ridiculous. I mean, I guess like the system parity thing has been breaking for a minute now. This isn't the first time it's been doing that, but the whole thing is that Series S is holding back gaming in general. And I'm like, I mean, is it? I mean, you just saw I just saw this developer come out of nowhere. A bunch of them talking about how we can't do what Baldur's Gate 3 is doing because we're soy boys essentially and have ponytails. I guess I don't know. So I mean, they didn't really give a reason. But I mean, I get it. Deadlines are a real thing. Man, money. It takes a shit ton of money to make these games, make these worlds and all that stuff. But just like, I mean, no, how big is the developers behind Baldur's Gate 3? You know what I mean? Like, surely you can do the same damn thing.
Right. Yeah. So I don't give a fuck about if the character's sweating or if it shows exactly each bite that the fucking character takes of their meal. I don't give a shit about that. Give me frames. Just give me frames. I want it to play smooth. I want it to play clean. I don't need it to be super high def.
Damn well you want to see.
There's a difference though. Right. I appreciate that I get the fidelity, but I would prefer frames per second. How about
that? I think that's all of us here, right?
Is that fair? Is that fair?
That's fair. I think that's all of us here. I don't think none of us really. I mean, Mirror does when he wants to mess with me, but I'm pretty sure all of us care about the frames more than anything, right? Well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, that's my point. Is most of us gamers care about it playing more smoothly than how it looks, like texture wise. Like we really don't give a fuck too much about that.
Yeah, man. I think that's low key a good segue into the Starfield previews, actually, given how that game is looking.
Yeah, exactly. So let's move on to that. Let's go dive straight right into that one. Starfield preview. What about them?
Have anyone else seen them?
Yeah, I've seen them. It looks like what's that game that came out? Outer Worlds.
Yeah, Outer Worlds.
So it's like Outer Worlds and
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky had a baby. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay.
And Destiny had a little, like, he slipped in for a little quickie, and he was in there too.
Then for a little quickie.
That's funny as shit.
That is funny as shit. I think the game looks pretty good. Obviously, it's running at 30 on both consoles. It won't be running at 30 on PC. Obviously, if you have a strong enough rig, which I do. But it ran at 30 on both consoles. It tops out at 4K on Series X, and obviously most likely 1080p on Series S. But with the gameplay I've seen, it's massive planets, a lot of worlds. A lot of the worlds won't have actual life on them. They're just like for mining minerals or some shit for your ship and all that stuff, which is like low key more realistic. Like it shouldn't be in real life
on every planet.
Yeah, life on. You're not really gonna get that. Let's be real. But if they're going for realism anyway, I like it so far. Looks good. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it. I'm not a fan of Bethesda games, but people said this game doesn't have like a lot of bugs at all. Like it's pretty clear. But I mean, who knows if they're lying or not? But to me, the game looks pretty good. Looks pretty hard.
I hope they learned something from Cyberpunk.
Oh, of course, they would have to.
Yeah, exactly.
But people were calling this a make or break game for Xbox, which is insane.
They spent so much time and money on this fucking game and fucked up other games that it is a make or break.
I mean, it is. It is a make or break because who played Halo? I don't play the last Halo.
We all play Halo.
Oh, well, how was it? Well, that was good though, right?
Halo Infinite, it was trash.
Trash?
I stopped at Halo 3.
Okay, but
yeah.
Ramir has a Halo profile picture, so clearly you like Halo Infinite, right?
Yeah, I didn't play the campaign, but the multiplayer is fire.
Yeah, No. So multiplayer is different. It's fun. Obviously, multiplayer is always fun with Halo, but the campaign sucked. I didn't like the campaign.
Right. Okay. So like, I mean, they had Halo Infinite. That was kind of somewhat a success. They didn't charge you money for it, besides the story mode, I think. Then they had what was that? What was the next one? Redfall, right? Clearly, that was garbage. I don't know if any of us are even still playing it. And now they have Starfield. Putting that big money to use buying Bethesda out. So I mean, make or break. I mean, it looks pretty good. Maybe we have to wait to see reviews and everything. But hopefully a lot of us will get to try it ourselves and see how it is. Anybody else planning on getting it, or have you seen the gameplay?
So real quick, I heard. I don't know if this is true, but I heard that it's not gonna be only for Xbox.
Yeah, it's on PC as well.
No. I mean, like PlayStation might get a hold of it.
I doubt it.
That's what it's just floating in the air.
I mean, I know, but I know you said you're throwing in the air, but that'd be stupid. There's no way. What you think was happening? What's his name? Phil Spencer. What he's been saying? How we can't beat PlayStation, so we just gotta drop our pants now and bend over. Like, do you like hear what he's been saying? Like, there's no way he let what is essentially probably the biggest game of the year and of Xbox's entire lifespan, the Series X's entire lifespan, be on their rival console. This doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? Like, you're looking for. They're looking. I know he says his reason is not to sell consoles. Apparently, that's not his reason for doing stuff. But like, just get people more onto the Xbox ecosystem in general. But like, why would you do that? Like, why? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I mean, if it is, that'd be stupid. But I don't know. I'm holding on to the fact that it's most likely going to be an Xbox exclusive fully. I'm not saying maybe they could be. I could be wrong. But
again, it's going to be on the Game Pass, right?
I think it's going to be day and day with the Game Pass, actually.
Yeah. So, is this for older gen too?
Nope. It's only
new gen.
Only new gen, unless you count Series S as old gen.
So I would have to make a big decision, or I'll have to just wait until it goes on sale. Because if I were to get it, then I would have to get it on the Steam Deck because I don't have a newer gen Xbox.
Yeah. So
obviously it should play fine on the Xbox. I mean, on the Steam Deck because it's running 30 frames. Fucking shit. So I can either wait for a sale, or I could just buy it outright and just hope for the best and hope that it's good.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, but the beauty with Steam, though, is like if you don't fuck with it, you can always return it.
Depending on how much time you spend on it.
2 hours.
I mean, definitely don't make sure you spend more than 2 hours on it.
yeah. Don't do that.
So that'll be my test run then. I'll get it, spend less than 2 hours, and then if I don't like it, send it back. If I like it, then I fucking.
But it'd be funny though if you did like it, but you're like, I don't want to get my money, and just still got the money back for it.
I know, right?
How about you, man? Did you see the previews for the game? You like it? What you think so far?
Yeah, I mean, my biggest thing so far is like the guns look really good. Like I seen some fucking double barrel shotgun. The shit looks insane. Like
okay, it looks pretty cool.
Very futuristic as it's supposed to. The enemy types look really good. There's some big ass monsters and shit in here. Like looks really good. The only thing is like it has that very Bethesda kind of art style.
It does.
And that's the thing, and I'm kind of like, I mean, like. Because I'm not really into Bethesda games like that. I mean, I thought Deathloop was cool, but I'm not really into like Fallout and the Elder Scrolls and all that.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't fuck with Deathloop like that because it felt like it
was solid. Like it wasn't amazing or anything, but it was solid.
It felt like Returnal to me, and I didn't really like Returnal either.
Oh yeah, the whole roguelike die.
Yeah, die. Start all over.
You guys are crazy. That's the best PS5.
Yeah, I don't. It looks good and I wouldn't say the best PS5 game.
It really was.
No, it wasn't.
No.
You just mad you couldn't get past the first level. That's why.
I actually got very far in it.
He's eating crack for breakfast today, huh?
What? Nah, that's the best PS5 game right there, man.
Absolutely not. That shit's dog water. It doesn't even come close to like a top 5 PS5 game.
Right, sure, whatever. I mean,
Ratchet and Clank is miles better than that.
Oh yeah, No,
Ratchet & Clank is my. But Aaron wouldn't know because he only play on Nintendo, so they don't get good shit like that over there.
Oh, you're crazy. What? We've been having a banged up year this year. What? We cooking all your asses.
Yeah, I had Tears of the Kingdom. That was about it.
Yeah, no, not for me. I hated Tears of the Kingdom, but you
hated it.
Yeah,
that's
I did.
Pretty much all you had.
I hated that bullshit.
All right, so overall thoughts on.
But Starfield looks good. I'm tempted to buy because mind you, I'm playing it on PC. I was thinking about getting the deluxe joint just to get early access to it, but I don't know if I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you get like a week early or something. It's September 1st or something.
Yeah, I don't care about the game that much.
All right. Yeah, I definitely probably just wait for a sale, like I said, or just test it out and then send it back if I don't like it. But other than that, we're gonna move on to Red Dead Redemption on the Switch. Is $50. It says 50 for last gen.
Yeah, 50 for last gen.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? I wouldn't pay $50 for a game.
I feel like it's the only reason why it's $50 because Nintendo told Microsoft, yeah, y'all charge $50 for this shit. If it was on PS4 only, I feel like it'd have been $40.
Low key, man. I swear that was the case.
That shit's on Nintendo. Nintendo was like, yeah, y'all charging.
It had to be. Ain't no way in hell you're charging $50 for a game that's like two generations back now.
But right? This is another example on why they have fucking cloud gaming, but they can play Red Dead Redemption on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How fucked up is that? That's another example.
I mean, I just don't. $50 for a game that's also available on Xbox for like 20 or probably less is kind of extra for a lot. And like, I guess Nintendo fans are like, oh, but it's portable. So like, no, man.
It's old as fuck.
Exactly.
And everybody had done already beat the damn game and did everything with it.
But the funny thing is, man, it was like topping the eShop charts. Clearly somebody's buying that damn thing. That's the fucked up part. Someone's buying it. And that's
pretty sure there's a handful of people who are fucking buying it.
Yeah, it's a couple people buying it. I'm just like, should they be charging like over? If it's coming to a Switch, right? Like we know for a fact the Switch 2 or whatever the fuck Nintendo wants to call it is going to be getting PS5 games. I'm assuming PS5 and Series X games, but it will be like hampered by the power of the Switch 2. We know it's not going to be as strong as PS5 and all that stuff. Like, should they be charging the same price for that stuff? If it's like going to be like now, just not just missing a feature, but like a clearly inferior product because it's portable, should they be charging
that would make more sense to do it that way. Just like it will make more sense for if you're buying a digital version of a game, it should be slightly cheaper than the actual physical copy.
It should be. Legitimately, it should.
Because these companies are making way more money with digital copies than they are physical copies because they're utilizing less stuff to make the product.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same shit. So they're not going to do it. They're going to keep it the same because throughout the whole board, unless the systems themselves have their own sales, like they always do. Everybody has different sales every time, but that's the most you're going to get out of it.
See, I thought Dom was going to be on this week. That's why I had it up there. I know he was going to be like, hell no. What?
Yeah, it's just not going to happen.
I was going to buy it. But I'm like, for me, for somebody like me, I didn't experience the first Red Dead Redemption. I didn't experience it yet, So like, but I'm not paying $50 for it. So I'm just like, I'm wondering if they know they can get away with this on the Switch, but people will like try to defend it, because like I just don't know. It's not even that much of an improvement, honestly. Like graphically, it looks a bit better than the 360 version because the Switch is a 360 plus. Basically, that's really what the Switch is. But like, it's running at 30 frames on both PS4 and Switch. So I'm like, what are we paying $50 for? But I mean, but they did this before though. Like they've released games that like came out already, and like for example,
but that's the thing. Like, wasn't LA Noire $50 when it first came out?
Precisely,
it was.
So it's like I'm not surprised. Like anything now, how much was the the definitive edition? That was $40 across the board, wasn't it?
For LA Noire.
No. The GTA HD remake. What wasn't that $40 across the board?
I thought it was 40. Yeah, I thought it was 40.
I think it was 40.
Because it wasn't. It was like a trilogy.
If it was $50 on Switch, that's crazy.
Yeah, no.
No, like that it is crazy if it was $50 on Switch. But like I feel like they were saying something called the Switch tax or some shit like that. How every game that gets released on the Switch that was on other consoles get blown up to $50 to $60. Like I think,
bro, hold on. I'm googling this shit right now.
Listen, whatever price that they put on the tag is what your motherfuckers is gonna pay.
I'm checking.
That's what's gonna happen.
I'm looking on the eShop actually.
Yo, bro, that shit's $60, bro.
No way. You lie. Yeah, that's
hold on. All right, well, it says $60 on Xbox too. I don't remember that shit being $60, bro.
The definitive edition?
Yeah.
They must have raised it. I thought it was like 40, bro.
I thought it was too.
The last time I looked on a Switch, I could have sworn it was like $40 for the pack.
That's ridiculous. I thought, yeah. But there are other games on the Switch that like are cheaper on other systems, but like.
Oh no, yeah, I looked at my receipt now. Yeah, it was $60. Damn, that shit was $60.
Why you buy that? What the hell's wrong with you?
Because Mir just like spending $60.
Yeah, you clearly do. You're crazy. But they also released like Nier Automata on Switch, and that's like that game's old, and they released it for like $60. Like, that's ridiculous. Then like, I don't know. Like, it's just like. Do they do this because they know they can get away with it? Like they probably do know they can get away with it.
They know that they can get away with it. Yes, that answers your question there. Yes, they do know that.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
The Switch, I know technically I am one, but like Switch gamers are idiots. You know, it's just like they charge like $60 for Mario Kart 8, which is a Wii U game, and then they charge like $70 for Tears of the Kingdom, which is DLC, Tears of the Expansion.
They're gonna keep doing the same shit over and over again until gaming dies, and which will never die.
Yeah, that's just dumb to me.
As long as humans live, they will keep doing the same shit.
I mean, but like 50 for a last year import is
no butts, Aaron.
If I'm gonna say 50 for a last year import is X for a lot. But that's my thoughts on that. That was just stupid. But I hope it doesn't continue on to Switch 2. That most likely is going to continue on the Switch too.
Again, I would like we did the rumors and leaks last time, like we thought about it. Hopefully they stick to like a plan where you can get monthly, price drops or something like that, or free games or stuff like that. Yeah. Specifically to you paying that service. So
yeah,
who knows? Hopefully we get that.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I just think that was the most ridiculous, stupidest shit ever. And it released like last week. So the fact that it's charting is ridiculous. So people are clearly buying it. I mean, Red Dead Redemption is a good game, but like.
Yeah, it's bringing nostalgia to a lot of people.
Is it?
So yeah, it's a really good game.
I don't know if I like John Marston that much. But
well, then you'll be that small percentage that doesn't want to buy it. I'm part of that percentage, but
you gonna give it the cash eventually. That's
nah.
I'm gonna look on that Switch OLED.
I got Red Dead Redemption 2, and I had barely played it. So,
jeez.
Yeah, I can't. It's just too big of a game. I don't have the time.
I guess we gave our thought, but you made the time for Zelda. Whatever. But
I haven't finished Zelda though. I'm still playing that shit. It's still sitting there.
All right. Well, I guess we gave our thoughts on that. We can move on.
Yeah, let's move on to so the next thing we're going to talk about is what direction do you think that these companies are going as far as like Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, like as far as the business that they're moving towards, like the way they run their business. What direction do you think that each one is going to go?
I mean, I guess we can all give our take on each one, which way you think they're going. Or with their future plans. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think Sony's just gonna keep doing what they've normally been doing, and that's just like getting you these movie games and all that stuff. Getting these little cinematic experiences and everything.
Movie games.
They're gonna give you these cinematic games and everything. Obviously
they're story-driven games.
Whatever the politically correct term is, story-driven games. They're gonna keep giving you those. But they're just going to, like with the PlayStation Portal, they're just going to keep expanding the PlayStation IP. You know, with the PlayStation brand name. You know, they're just going to keep expanding that, and so no, that's part of it. You know, they want the PS5 to encompass every. They want the PlayStation name to encompass every facet of like entertainment that they can possibly have. You know, they're already doing it by having Last of Us TV shows. I think there's a God of War one coming out soon, right, or something like that.
I know there's a Fallout one coming out.
Yeah, exactly. So then they have Twisted Metal show. They're expanding their IP and the PlayStation name to be like a true household name. Like it's already a household name. That's not the problem, but like just for Sony, they're expanding it, and I think the PlayStation Portal is the first step to that. Honestly, that's how that's gonna go.
Yeah, they're gonna keep just adding accessories to it.
Okay, well, actually, I would like to know what y'all think. What y'all think Microsoft is going the direction they're going?
Microsoft, I feel like
Phil Spencer already said fuck Xbox.
Pretty much. That's what I said. That's what I was gonna say. Like Phil Spencer really doesn't care. I don't think too much anymore.
He didn't say that.
I know he didn't say that, but that's like the feeling that I get. And I feel like Microsoft is just gonna go to the route of keep trying new things until it sticks.
Right.
So I think that's
the problem, though. Bro.
Like, they don't understand.
They need to just make games. Stop, like.
But that's not enough, though.
It needs to be. It'll be enough if they make good. It'll be enough if they make good quality games.
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure, man. I'm really not.
There's no problem with PlayStation. Bro,
exactly.
Whether PlayStation PlayStation didn't need to drop this Portal shit. They didn't even need to drop a PSVR 2.
No,
a headset, anything. And the PlayStation still would have sold.
Right. They're doing it because
it's the same thing with the Switch. Like
PlayStation is doing those things because that's an extra thing for them to do.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of like, oh, we got extra time. We're
exactly.
Good here.
The PS5 made us money. So like, what are we doing to invest that money back into like our business? That's what that really was.
Let's see how people feel about this thing.
Precisely. Like Sony's at 100%, and then they're just trying to keep going even higher. Microsoft's like at 0. They're trying to figure out how to at least get to 50. And so like I'm not certain new games alone or good games alone is enough to do that.
And then I feel like Switch is always going to be, Nintendo. Nintendo's always going to be Nintendo. They're not going to change their ways, I don't think.
No, not unless they fail.
So let's push them to the side because the two main ones is really Sony and Microsoft.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo's always going to be like 10 steps behind the other two.
Yes, they are.
Especially how bad Microsoft has been going lately, and it's still above Nintendo. Not as far as sales and all that technical stuff, but as far as like their product, it still ends up being like ahead of Nintendo in a way.
Yeah.
So I think they're all going their different rounds. Sony, I think, is just going to keep progressing, getting stronger, and then Microsoft is going to be trying new things, I think, and then Nintendo is just going to be Nintendo. They're going to do the same shit. Just make it look slightly different.
But I mean, like we had consoles with good games that failed before. The Dreamcast and the Dreamcast failed.
You and this whole GameCube shit. You always referencing this.
Yeah, but that's right. Because aren't we all under the impression that the GameCube was an amazing console? Right? It was stupidly good, wasn't it?
It is. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if Nintendo thinks that it failed because it didn't meet their sales expectations. That shit was a good console to me. I don't mean that.
Hey, but you're right. To us, I'm pretty sure to all of us. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Nick. I don't know. Nick kind of funny when it comes to Nintendo, but but like maybe to all of us though, like to all of us, like it was a success. We loved the games. They had amazing games and all that stuff. But like it got fucked by the PS2. And from a business standpoint, like when you control probably less than 20% of the market share, that's like a failure from a business perspective. From business, that's a failure. So like the GameCube.
I mean, to be fair though, wasn't like even back in that time, like PlayStation already had a lot of the shit kind of solidified. That way, when the PlayStation 2, like mind you, like I don't think Nintendo had as good third parties that the PS1 was getting.
Hell no.
Sony was already getting a lot of those third party kind of matchups. So it's like by the time the PS2 came out, it was just flooded with third party games and first party. So yeah, it makes sense. Like Nintendo couldn't have fucking fucked with the PS2.
I mean, but what would you have Xbox do then? What would you have Microsoft do? I mean, you saying they say fuck Xbox. I mean, like, what would you have them do in this case?
I mean, but Xbox was on the same kind of wheel. They were competing with Sony because of the gear, not the gears, fucking Halo, and like I don't remember. I think this was remember that game called The Suffering?
Yeah,
That was a huge one. That was on Xbox. Like Xbox had its own first party games, with still being a better and more powerful console. And people would even argue that the original Xbox, was more powerful than the PS2.
It was.
So it's like it looked way better. You actually got to do more shit with it.
Online gameplay.
It's like
you didn't need that big ass fucking thing to connect to the back of it.
Yeah, exactly.
The multi-pack shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you needed a memory card. I think all that shit was already internally in there.
Yeah, hard drive.
There was a balance between Xbox and PlayStation for a long time until like kind of recently, actually.
Yeah, it was.
So they were like really head in head close. They knew what they were doing. They knew how to fight each other. And then for some reason
the exclusives fucked it up.
Yeah. For some reason, Microsoft decided to just go some weird, stupid route that they stopped making exclusive games, started taking third parties for what, and then it just started declining. Like
I think the problem with that was that a lot of their honestly, unless it was Forza or like maybe a Halo or another shooting game, the Xbox main audience wasn't buying anything like exclusive that looked anything different from like Call of Duty. Like I don't even know, did Psychonauts 2 even sell well on Xbox? I don't know. Did Sunset Overdrive sell well on Xbox?
I feel like that sold better than Psychonauts.
Yeah, so I'm like, when you consider the facts, it's like, all right, well, people aren't buying our exclusive games, and what sells the most on these consoles, even to this day on PS5, the best selling game is most likely Call of Duty. Like, they don't really need. I mean, me and you were buying the console, the PS5 for its exclusive, but the regular consumer, they're not buying a PS5 for no Final Fantasy 16. I mean, it's a good game, but they're not buying it for it. So like, they have to like find a way to compete differently. And the best way to do that is like they've been doing, obviously buying out other companies and everything, throwing their money around, try to keep these games and everything. Because Sony clearly doesn't care. Sony clearly doesn't mind getting like, these big ass Japanese publishers to make games exclusively for them or get like special features for them and everything. So like I don't know, like what would like I guess like none of us are business majors in here that I know of, but like just I don't know what direction they should take it. But I just know for a fact what Mir said, like good games is one way to do it. That's one way to do it. But they need a good hook to go with that good games.
And then marketing. Marketing is another. When the fuck the last time you seen an Xbox commercial?
I don't have cable, so I don't know. But I mean,
like the whole issue now with Starfield is that there's no marketing behind the shit, which is true. I haven't seen not one trailer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have not.
How is this the biggest game of Xbox this year? We don't got not one damn trailer for it.
It's because they spending all their money on the goddamn game.
Yeah.
And then why the fuck couldn't we get a demo of the game?
That's true too.
Like come on.
Especially that is gonna be free on the Game Pass.
Right. Like they could have easily gave us a demo for the shit.
Yeah, I don't know why either. Now you saying that making me seem not making. I'm not too hopeful for it now. Cause I see it being paraded around on Twitter. I see that, but I don't see shit for it on YouTube or anywhere else. I don't even see it being pushed to other gaming sites. So I mean, maybe
I still think it's gonna be a good game, but it's just like.
But maybe the Bethesda name will carry it. Maybe the Bethesda.
That's exactly what it's gonna be. It's not. And trust me, if you think Xbox Studios made this, like, they can't even come on, Xbox Studios.
But Xbox Studios made Ori and the Blind Forest, and that's really good.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. That's a 2D platformer though.
Come on now, don't you dare!
I'm not trying to diminish it, but I'm saying though, where the fuck is the real games at though?
That is a real game.
That is a real game. What?
Like, I'm saying, like, where are the full-fledged 3D oriented realism graphical games? Like, where's the
man? We was talking shit about Microsoft for the longest time about how all they make is big buff going to the gym ass shooters and everything, Dorito eating and all that stuff. But like now we're talking about who wants to play this little furry cat creature walking around? Like, I mean, come on,
I feel like they just running out of ideas, man. Honestly. They ain't got no other shit to come up with because they seem like they keep making the same fucking games, just different story.
I mean, but like that's for the looks of them, from the sound of it, the Xbox, they want to make Xbox like a over encompassing ecosystem. Like they want the Xbox on the Xbox name, I should say, on your PC, on your PlayStation at this point, on everything. You know what I mean? They're just expanding beyond that. And honestly, there was a game company that did that back in the day. I'm putting my old head cap on. Maybe Dan know about this a little more than me. Who knows? He's only 4 years older than us. But there was Neo Geo back in the day, and
I got some Neo Geo games on my.
Yeah, right. And they had their own console, but they still released their games on other consoles. Now, granted, that sounds dumb, especially back in the day. Like when you only had your own exclusives, why the fuck am I buying your console? But they was just, I guess they was thinking about reckoning as much of the profits as they possibly could. So I don't know. Just I guess that's the way Microsoft is going. Maybe who knows? But that's. In my opinion, that's where their business is going. They're just trying to make the Xbox a really known brand. They want to make it to where you see Xbox on PC to be like, oh, maybe I should get their console. Maybe I'll get extra things if I get their console, stuff like that. Yeah. Like PlayStation isn't doing that obviously because PlayStation. I feel like 100%.
PlayStation can multitask and Xbox can't for some reason.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like.
Yeah, I don't get that. And you obviously say Nintendo is going to do Nintendo stuff. Obviously until they fail again. When they have another Wii U size failure, they'll change up. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. They heavily holding on to that Switch.
Yeah, of course. That's
honestly, there's the bread and butter right there.
If I had to speak on Nintendo's future business endeavors, they will keep the handheld function. They will not get rid of that because
that's what made them the most money is the handheld.
Yeah, by far.
Don't get rid of that.
Yeah, they're not getting rid of that. No. And because of that, we can expect their consoles won't be nowhere near as powerful as the competition. But they won't give up on that. The whole console with mixed with a handheld did wonders for them. So they will continue to go through.
But that's the thing, you never know. Nintendo could pull a rabbit out their ass, man. They might make something as powerful as the Steam Deck. You never know.
I fucking hope not. I mean, not that I don't hope not. I hope they do. Honestly, I hope they do. But unless they can find a way to make it to where they can make it as strong as a Steam Deck and not be as expensive as one, then that'd be cool. You know what I mean?
Steam Deck is $50 more than a Switch.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But
and it plays everything.
So do it got a game slot though? Do it got a cartridge slot?
No.
What the hell?
Exactly. So so it shouldn't be that much expensive.
Bro,
they're not playing
but if you think about it, games that are made with cartridges or CDs or whatever are starting to die out slowly.
You're right. They always going to die out, but they won't die out for Nintendo.
98% of my games are all digital. So.
Well, see, the thing is, Danny, you're like a poser. So let me stop. No, I'm fucking around with you. That's because you probably don't like. Do you like physical games?
No, my PlayStation 5 is all digital.
Yeah, so I'm when I was at your place and everything, I ain't seen no GameCube stacks around and all that shit. So you clearly don't like physical games. You know what I mean? You got all these digital consoles.
Is that I really just don't care about them. I feel like they just take up space. What I need to collect physical games for.
You say that now.
I don't gotta swap over any games or anything like that. I can just go switch right through it. No problem.
Be in his bed, be like, okay, I'm done with this game. Click.
Yep, just click. To the next
and while he's in the bed, you gotta hop up on the bed, go downstairs, go to the wall, go to the bookcase of yours,
go through everything.
Go your Switch game.
I don't know if I play this one. Open it up.
Let me find out you still buy them because you like the digital artwork. The physical cases.
That's part of it.
The game's not gonna be there. It's gonna be in another case, and then you got to check that case, and then that case.
I'm not mixing up my game cases. I'm not doing that kid stuff. But I don't know. I just like physical. But that's the way I see Nintendo. If we all just speak on Nintendo at all in this conversation, they'll stick with the handheld.
The fact that you like physical just makes you more of a collector. That's why you like them.
Hey man, listen. And when in the future, and they want to violate your rights and take all your digital games away, you be like, what? I gotta pay a subscription service now. I also have my own physical games. And,
listen. By that time, I had played all the games. I'm probably 90 years old. My kids have kids. I'm on my deathbed by that time.
If you say so. Maybe you might be right. But that's just my thought on the three and their business endeavors. That's what I think. Microsoft needs to get to a percentage. Sony already at 100%. They're just going even higher. Nintendo, like, their percentage fluctuates, but like, they always get to 100% again eventually. I guess Microsoft really.
They always have to find their way back up.
Yeah, they do. I guess Microsoft's the only one who we're worried about in the long run.
Pretty much, yeah.
And maybe not worried, I mean, maybe some.
I'm a little worried.
You're a little worried? Okay,
you're worried.
All right.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right. So before we finish up here, anybody have any final thoughts before we head out?
I don't think I'm good.
Mir, anything?
I think I did have something. Hold on, I'm thinking about it now.
I felt like you did. That's why.
What's coming out next month? What do we got?
Mortal Kombat 1, Starfield. Trying to think what else we got, honestly.
I could have sworn there was another big game coming out in September.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was too. I'm pretty sure Baldur's Gate 3
that shit
drops on Xbox next month. Yeah.
Oh, now I remember. Anybody checking out that indie game? I think it's called Sea of something.
Oh, Sea of Stars. Yes.
Yeah, I'm definitely checking that out.
I played that demo. Yeah.
I had the demo. I had the demo on the Steam Deck, and I had the demo on the Switch, and I loved both of them.
Yeah, I'm definitely checking that out. I fucking love the games like that. So
yeah, I'm gonna pre-order that one soon.
Yeah.
How much is it? Is it?
I think
$40 or something.
Nah, I think it's gonna be $60.
Jeez.
God damn.
Yeah, I know.
It's a full game, bro. I'll tell you right now, I have a wish list on my Steam. Hold on, see if there's a price, unless it just says
shit.
I'll tell you right now. Sea of Stars.
Oh, I didn't know the crew. I mean, not that anybody else cares.
Yeah, it just says coming soon. There's no real price on it yet.
The Crew Motorfest comes out.
The Crew,
bro. They really made Baldur's Gate and Starfield come out the same day. That's crazy.
That is
Starfield's gonna overpower it for sure.
It definitely.
Oh, there's another game, Danny. You might want to check. Unfortunately, you don't have a PC no, you do have PC. There's this game that's called Eternal Nights. It's like a what do you call it? It's like an anime game, but it's supposed to be like this lifestyle dating type of thing, but it includes like zombies and shit. But there's a demo. Yeah, it's very similar to Persona, but there's a demo on Steam, and I would definitely check it out. It's another pretty good game that's going to come out.
I'm waiting for in October. I'm waiting for October, honestly. I'm waiting for Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Oh yeah,
and I'm waiting for Lords of the Fallen.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that. Damn, there's so much shit in October.
I don't care about
October.
I don't care about
better games
Assassin's Creed, but yeah.
Damn, bro! Assassin's Creed, Forza Motorsport, Lords of the Fallen, Sonic Superstars, Spider-Man 2, fucking Mario Wonder.
Yep.
Ghost Runner 2.
October is gonna be a good month for games.
Damn, Alan Wake at the end of the month. Yeah.
Damn.
Got a bunch of games coming out. All right, so we're gonna stop it there. We're gonna close out, and I hope everybody likes and subscribes, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.